not the clearing, but you start to work your way around the edge.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna walk the whole circle of the clearing?
No, I think kind of walk around until we get to like the mountains to see if there's anything that leads up or any
easier path.
Yeah, or some indication of where they went.
So as you walk around, you get to more the rocky cliff side of you. It's not so much a path, but you see on foot you would be able to make your way up. It's not really a path, but there are like flats and then little opportunities.
It's not a reindeer situation anymore.
It's not a reindeer situation anymore.
I think we're on foot from here on, guys.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
So I'll get down and then I'll just like pet all the reindeers and be like, go back to the others.
Yeah,
Get
that's
safe.
fine.
This is where we find
You're right there, Wayne.
Yeah.
Okay, Chewie. Okay.
They understand that you gesture for them to go back, but they still don't leave.
They don't want to leave me.
No.
You don't want to leave Morma.
We're finding your daddy.
You see them just starting to. they just kind of clop their hooves a bit, and they look as though like, nah, we're staying here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like they're guarding the entrance.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be back.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye out for
it's
things.
quite difficult terrain, so especially with people of your height, you know, your normal sized person will struggle a little bit. So for you guys, there's a lot of helping each other up. And as you get to the first bit, you hear a and you hear this behind you. And as you look around, you see this big white fluffy thing jump off from one of the taller cliff sides about 10-15 feet above you and land. It's a big white hairy monster, claws, big feet and circular horns and sharp fangs, and it starts screaming at you. Let's roll initiative, shall we?
Scheiße.
So this is when
Are
we
we-
climb.
are we,
or
like-
is
No,
this
you've
down
literally
by-
just got like
So
a
we're
couple
still
of feet
on
up.
to the clearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy
It's just unfortunately
moly.
no one made a perception check before we start climbing up.
Oh. I thought I said I had, but obviously I didn't. Let's get my little cam out.
Battle cam.
Better cam, guys. Better cam. It's a bit tilted.
Alright, let's get some initiative. Tinsel.
13.
13. Not terrible. Holly?
12.
12.
My lucky number.
11 or
13.
14? No?
18.
18. Ruined it. We had a thing going on. There we go.
You keep forgetting I'm always the one who's either too high or too low. There's no in between for that.
Yeah, hello. Again, go. Yeah, so I'm just gonna clear these.
Clear the board. We've been wiped out.
Yeah.
We'll just do it on this one here. So you guys will be against here. So we'll say this white lining is the start of the cliffside, and the beast has jumped here. It's big, white. It's screaming. And it's thirsty for blood.
To be honest, we'll go there.
Yep. So
Is it a large creature?
it is a large creature.
Is it larger than us?
So it's that 4 square.
Everything's larger than us.
Yeah, I know,
It's
right?
larger than life.
Oh,
Yeah, so King, you're on top.
great.
It is big, it is hairy, it is scary.
And it's ugly, I mean, what? I'm guessing it's just all open.
Yep, this entire thing is just a massive white blanket of open.
Yeah.
And where you guys currently are, you know, you're just
So
a
we've
couple
got
of
like
feet.
we've got like the mountain to
yeah,
our back.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
a couple of feet up onto the rocks.
Amazing.
The reindeer have shifted to the side.
It's probably why they don't want to leave us.
Maybe.
It wasn't because of the mother. I'm gonna,
Mother of reindeers.
Yeah. I just love how you go, oh, like, we'll get your daddy back. I was like,
Yeah, that was,
Daddy?
That was,
Daddy back.
so I'm going to move. So I'll start off from there, pretty
Yep.
much. Oh, hello. I'll go there.
Yep.
And I will just stay there.
Yep, you're just going to stay there?
Yep.
No worries. So, it's enemy number 1. He sees you land and he takes a step towards you. He's a large creature, so it's
one
that 4
step,
steps,
yeah.
so it's literally 4 steps. And he just looks at you and he just has this horrible animalistic smirk to him.
Reminds me of my smirk.
So it pulls its arm back and it just it goes to make a scraping claw at you. That is 15 to hit.
Dead on.
Dead on the nose. Yeah. And that is 10 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Oh, actually, it's 10 points of slashing damage. Yeah, so that's 10 points of slashing damage and 1 point of cold damage. That's 2 separate damages.
Mhm.
And then as that claw comes up, and then this next one, his left hand then goes straight for a stripe around the stomach. So it's cocked. 14 to hit.
What was that?
14 to hit?
Nope.
14 misses. That is fine. As it misses, it just kind of... and it looks
Gets
over
angry.
at you two. Creature within 13 feet. You can see the antidote. Can you both please make Constitution saving throws?
6.
6, you fail.
18.
18, you succeed. Target wants to see. Sorry, this is the new enemy for me.
It's all good. We're all getting into our newy things.
So you succeeded,
Mm-hmm.
so that you're okay. You, on the other hand, you take 11 points of cold damage, and you are now paralysed for 1 minute.
Is that halved?
Because there's resistance of cold.
Yeah, because you have your resistance, you can have that half. That's fine.
6 or 5?
5, and you are paralysed for 1 minute.
A minute.
Oh.
Unless it's immune to cold damage. You're not immune.
I'm just resistant.
So you are thingy for 1 minute.
Damn.
You can repeat this at the end of each of your turn
To try and break
to
them.
try and break it.
Okay.
Yep. That was enemy number 1. So, Tinsel, you've just felt this horrible presence try and hit you, and you're like, what? And then you look over to Holly and you just see her, like, almost just coiled up against the wall, just motionless.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Yep, do it. So make a ranged spell attack.
21.
21 hits, and that's a D10, I believe.
Where's me 10? Where's me 10? There it is. 1.
So it takes 1 point of force damage.
Mighty hit.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Holly, please make a Constitution saving throw. DC is 13.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Thankfully, you managed to overcome this paralysis that's overcome you. That is your turn. But no, you're now back to the top of the round.
Can I have a
Kane.
bonus action to find out what this is?
On
it
your
a
next go, you can.
Oh my God.
But you have to make a check at the end of your go. So
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I see what you mean. So I
Yeah.
couldn't do anything, so then...
Okay,
Everything.
I'm
Let's hope
gonna
you need it.
attack with my quarterstaff.
yeah, so right round the head. You guys are considered small creatures. Does that mean it gets advantage against you?
Disadvantage.
It would be
possibly.
death.
Disadvantage,
Disadvantage.
with
Attacks, I guess.
attacks of weapons or
I think
Oh,
it
I
would
think
be
it's
any
just
attack.
just
any
any
attack.
attack? That's why
Because
it's
With small.
it's
good. That is
like,
good to
Especially if he's
remember.
large.
and if you think about it, it's like
9.
green because
Yeah.
some of them I can't attack.
9 misses, unfortunately. As you you kind of swing at it, but you're kind of taken back by the sheer size and magnetism of this. You just kind of step back and you just fumble a little bit and miss. Anything else you wish to do, Kane?
My patient defense.
Yep. So you're gonna hold your dodge. Yep, that's fine. So enemy number 1, again, it's gonna come in at you. So it's gonna come down with its big ass claw,
Little bitch.
and it's gonna be 16 to hit.
I'll let that one hit.
So you're gonna allow this one to hit. That's
I'll allow that
fine.
one to hit.
So first of all, it is. So that's 8 points of slashing damage,
Yeah.
and then 2 points of cold damage. So that's 10 points altogether.
Oh snap!
And its second attack.
This is where it misses, and I'll be pissed.
It does not miss. It is 22 to hit,
I'll dodge that one.
and you do dodge that one. It looks at you, and it is not happy.
Of course it's not happy. I've had 2 things not happy with me at the moment.
And can you please make a Constitution saving throw? It gives you a really filthy, evil stare.
Of course it does, the ugly fucker. Oh, come on. 6.
6. Unfortunately, you fail. You are considered paralysed and take 6, 7, 12 points of damage, of cold damage. I think you're
And that's halved as well.
half because you have your thingy. So at 6 points of cold damage, you're now considered paralysed.
God, this is pissing me off now. No, just... It's going there now.
So,
Hold on. Hey, do it right.
So, 6, yeah?
Yeah.
So that is... Yoink, just add that bit to there. And I'm para.
At enemies number 1, Tinsel.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him again. I'm
Yep.
staying the hell away
Range spell
from it.
attack. Smash it.
Oh, I see. You leave me there.
Exactly the same as last time.
Just, I don't know what that
For a
means.
hit, so it's 15.
15, yeah, so the 15 hits.
So it'd be 21 again.
Yeah, that's fine. So force damage. Hopefully you don't roll 1 again.
4.
4 points of force damage. Anything else you wish to do on your turn?
I'll inspire Kane.
So you,
I fucking
like,
need it.
I don't know if you can hear me, but you can do this! And you gain out a 1d8 inspirational die.
Freaking bite me.
Holly, you're no longer paralysed.
Great, I'm gonna hightail it.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, huh?
Can I do bonus action try and ascertain what it is?
Yep, so make a nature check.
Is it a beast?
Yes. No, it's not. Sorry, it's not considered a beast.
Is it a fae?
No.
Okay.
God
Well, am I
damn
doing
it.
nature check?
Yes, please.
15.
Being a woman of the outdoors, you hear rumours of things like this, you know, like old Bigfoot and stuff like that, but you don't actually know what it is.
It's Bigfoot.
It's one.
But it's huge, isn't
But
it?
it is a large animal.
Okay, I'm gonna draw my longbow and take 2 shots at it.
Pew, pew.
Pew pew. 12.
On the nose.
Yes. So that's a D8. So 4,
4 points of
and
damage.
then second shot. Only 3.
23. That hits.
8.
And 8.
And then I want to shout out in giant, just like as a.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call out to it. Go, why are you attacking us? Just on the off chance.
It doesn't respond.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wish to do on your go?
No.
No? Alright, back to the top of the round. Kane, can you please make a constitution saving throw?
Ben will be fucking low again. It went from like 15 and
Then you
rolled
can use
over.
your inspiration.
And that was a D8.
Yeah.
So, it's 11, 12 Constitution, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you rolled a 12, yeah?
12.
That fails, I'm afraid. You're still considered paralysed.
Dang it.
Yeah. And so you're in front of it.
Yep.
It's gonna look at you. It's going to come down at its claws again at you.
It'll take me right out.
Maybe, yeah, 16. 16 hits, yep.
Well, yeah.
Yep. So that's...
I thought you were about damage, and I was like, what?
what the fuck? No, so that is 5 points of slashing damage and 2 points of cold damage.
So 7 total.
Well, 6
like
because you
6,
have
yeah.
the... So that's its first attack. Its second attack is an 8, so I'm assuming that misses.
Yeah.
Yep. You good?
Yeah, carry on while I figure it out.
Tinsel.
I'm gonna hop there and I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast one.
Yep. Lava
I
roots
ain't
repeat.
gonna
Don't
go
blame you.
even nowhere near this shit.
Eight misses. It just flies right past the Yeti. And it just lets out this massive roar of anger at you all. Holly.
I'm gonna take another longbow shot at it. 13.
13. Bang on. No, not bang on. It hits though.
It
12
hits.
was bang on. Yeah,
Excellent.
hits.
5.
5 points of damage. Yeah.
And then second shot. 16.
16 hits. Yeah.
Another 5 points. And can I call out in common? Why are you attacking?
Still doesn't respond.
Sounds like a reindeer all of a sudden.
We're back to the top of the round. Kane, please make that
you're
saving
in
throw.
there.
Constitution. That is very
19.
much a pass. So you are now not considered paralysed, but that is the end of your go.
Okay.
Alright? So the beast looks at you, and it looks at you, and it lets out a horrible growl, and it disengages, and it makes its way back up into the mountainside. And as it clambers and goes away, you see it just go off into a cavern into the side of the mountain. And you are out of combat.
Thanks for that. I went down to 12 for that one.
We are not chasing that thing.
Oh, to the new.
Damn!
What the?
Damn, that was fun.
That was some big beastie.
A big nasty.
Big beastie.
So what's the plan, guys?
Holy sh... It had massive claws.
Yeah, massive claws.
Did it maybe look like something
That's a double crate.
that could do that kind of damage?
You didn't get a good enough look at its claws.
Okay.
Because it was attacking me, you know.
I mean, looking at the damage on Kane, like they are deep cuts.
Does it look? I like.
It looks similar as in a slashing sort of motion, but you can make a medicine check on him to see if it's the same.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, you touch my body.
Poke at you with a stick. 17.
You see, they are very similar, but the difference between this one and the one that was on Mrs. Claus and Poppy is that it was very clean and swiftly done, whereas this one has a lot more drag to it.
This is a lot more kind of hacky.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't what. I don't think this is what. Do we go up?
Well, I'm gonna have to use my potion of greater healing to at least gain something.
How low did you go?
12.
Oh dear.
Any of you have healing cure wounds or anything like that?
You know, I'm just like
I
hanging
do,
here.
yeah.
I was taking the brunt of
I was
most of
gonna
that
say
crap.
I've got the Song of Rest, but that's about it.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll cast Cure Wounds on you then. I never thought.
So you'll have to
So that's a D8. 5.
That gives you 5 points of health.
Sweet.
So, where are we heading next? Can we carry on going up?
Was there like, is there any other way that they could have gone? Like from where the tracks had led us through? Does this seem like the most logical?
This does seem like the most logical way that they went.
Why
I mean,
would
the
she
only
be-
reason that you're not following the tracks is just
I
because of
can't.
how long it took you to get there.
I mean, why would she come this way?
God knows.
Maybe we just go up very carefully.
Yeah.
Can we perception check?
Yeah.
Make sure there's nothing else.
Yes, you can make a group perception check if you wish.
Yeah. That was a natural one. I like this lucky feature. Doesn't help me much.
Same natural.
13.
13,
15.
15,
8.
8. So those of you who rolled over 10, you see there are prints up here. So basically, you can. You see that there are large prints up here that are similar to the beast that was down there with you. You don't see any creatures,
Yeah.
but you do see prints scattered.
Yeah.
But there's also other prints like wolf's prints, things
We're
like that.
pretty much just going into our homeland of crap and more
Yeah.
crap.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Onwards and upwards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull my cloak up, the hood up of my
I want to use
cloak
my
of elven kind.
potion of healing greater 1 first.
Yep, so neck your potion of great healing, that's 4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of 4s.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully they're all 4s.
Nope.
Nope.
So that's 4. And
Yeah. 5. 6, 7.
7 and then all
8,
plus
9,
4.
11.
11, that's 11 points of healing. Costs a lot of money, those. 50 gold for that.
And that's plus 11, yeah?
Yeah. And that's me doing it cheap.
How much would
Ash,
it actually?
Ash charges 50 just for a
For a
standard.
normal.
Now
So how
I'm up,
much is a greater for him? Jesus. 5
No.
grand?
now I'm up to 28. Now I feel a bit better.
A little bit more colour comes back into Kane's cheeks.
I'm alive!
So who's leading?
Oh, not me.
The
Me,
ranger, I would
yeah,
assume.
me, and we're going stealthy.
Yeah.
My hood's up on my cloak.
So all apart from you, you two please make stealth checks. If you could please make me a survival check.
Mm-hmm.
You are now out of your favourite terrain, you're now in mountains.
16.
16,
Got a natural 20 anyway.
natural 20.
Nice.
What is stealth under because of? Is it survival?
Stealth is right there.
That's sleight of hand.
No, underneath. Look. Stealth.
It's exactly the same sheet as you usually have.
Yeah, but I don't really look at stealth, do I?
He's looking in the right area.
Yeah. He's got his finger over it.
Yeah. Because he looked at survival first, then he looked at sleight of hand, and then he realised what I was pointing at.
6.
6, yeah. You're not particularly stealthy, but you're not anyway because your teeth are so busy chattering at you. You're doing all right. You know, you get by. Yeah. You're taking the lead on this, so you do see the odd animal footprint that King pointed out. After travelling for a few minutes, going a little bit higher, traversing a bit more, you do re-pick up the trail.
Oh, thank God. Like the human footprints or the...
Yeah,
Elf
you
footprint.
follow the similar tracks to what you were following from the abandoned sleigh.
Yeah.
You start to go around, you follow the steps, and you do see that the steps are leading into the cave where that creature went in.
Oh.
You can take this one. I'm going back home. I've done enough.
Okay.
That's why I like maintenance more than fight. Machines don't fight back as much.
Okay. We continue on towards the hole. Kind of when we get to the hole of the
Entrance.
entrance. Can I like peek in? Can
Yeah,
I see anything? I know.
You take a look in, and as you look in, it's quite bright inside,
Yeah.
and it looks to be an ice cave.
Ooh. see anything? Any like creatures?
Make
or...
a perception check.
I'm staying behind her. She can be the bodyguard.
13.
You don't see anything. You see tracks. You can see the same tracks from the beast, and you still see quite fresh. Well, not fresh, but visibly clear the tracks that you've been following, as there's no snowfall inside this cave.
Well, they definitely came this way, guys. This is not going to be good. Are we sneaking in?
Well, one person won't sneak in as much.
Well, I am going to last second level spot cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Yeah.
That is plus 10 to stealth checks.
You see her pull out some sage. She burns it and makes this weird sort of smoky mist. And as you all step through it, you feel not invisible, but you feel as though you're blending in with your surroundings.
Again.
You now get, was it plus 10 to any stealth checks?
Plus 10 to stealth checks if you stay, I think it's like 30 feet of me or something like that. And it lasts up to, it's concentration up to an hour.
You all start to slowly creep your way into the cavern entrance and slowly making your way through into
Keeping
the
our
cavern.
eyes very peeled. Very peeled.
As you step through, it's a very short sort of entranceway, and as you step in, it's just like this massive 80 feet plus open cavern on the inside. You see a bit of the moon beaming down, almost illuminating and bouncing off of the ice within the cave.
That's cool.
You look, as you're still sort of vaguely tracking as you look in, you do notice that the prints of the beast or creature, whatever it was outside, have seemed to stop there.
I look up.
You look up and it's just a blanket of white and ice.
Is the walls ice as well?
They are, yes. It's a mixture of like ice, hard snow, and just rock.
Can I check the ground then, see if there's like a door or something?
So as you step a few feet closer, the floor is quite slippery. It is mainly just ice and rock. There's not so much snow in this bit. A small bit of snow does filter down just through the small gap that's up in the top. It's just through from the top, and it glitters down. As you step in further, you do see to the far right the cavern does lead on from a tunnel.
Ooh.
And all footprints have kind of ceased at this point.
Yeah. There's nothing really to make
Yeah.
footprints in, is there? Can we hear anything other than dripping water?
Just hear that ice drip. It's so cold in here. It's got this horrible presence to it. It's something that you've never felt before.
That was quite good time.
That was a great time in that one.
Oh, I don't know if I like this, guys. I don't know if I like this. I want to be back with my reindeer. I'm just a simple handler.
I need a pay rise.
Yeah, I need a pay rise. Saving Santa's ass, hopefully.
Yeah. Do you follow the tunnel path?
I think yeah. Is that the only direction that it goes in?
It is, yes. I mean, when you look at the top, you can see there are some alcoves and stuff like dug into the ice, but
Okay, yeah. Follow on then.
Yep.
Sneaky.
yeah.
You lead the way.
So entering into
I'm not used to
this
this.
tunnel, can you all please make stealth checks?
I get advantage because of my cloak.
You get
I think.
advantage, and you all get plus 10.
That's a natural one.
Mine's cockered.
Joe, I've never known you guys to roll so many natural
I
ones.
know. So that's 13.
28 for me.
28, beautiful.
23.
23,
17.
17. So you all feel as though you're doing pretty well with the whole stealth thing. You're also doing very well with your footing, considering it is quite slippery, quite icy down here. You're all doing quite well. The deeper you're walking into this tunnel, it's getting slowly darker due to obviously the natural light coming from in the main central of the cave. It doesn't obviously span all the way down here, and as you get to it, the temperature immediately drops, and although you could see your breath the whole time, your breath has now gone to a thick cloud into the ice, and as you approach, you see there is a very big, very thick ice wall blocking the cave.
Does it look like there's any way through it? Like side bits? Or...
It's just like a complete sealed block of ice.
Or there must be a way through this. I start like running my hands on it all.
As you put your hands on it, it's so cold, and you get that moisture off your hand from the ice.
Oh dear, guys. I have a feeling that lighting a torch will not melt this thing.
Can always try.
And I don't really want to use Thunderwave because that could bring down the whole thing on us.
Yeah,
as it did last time. I'm pretty sure that happened last. This is what we did the last Christmas one.
Yeah, it almost killed everybody.
Yeah, let's not do that.
So, what are we doing?
Has anyone got anything?
I got a torch. I got my fists. Boomerang. Maybe a dart.
You do get a sense that it's you either try to get your way through here or you just turn back empty-handed.
How thick does it seem?
It's hard to tell because there's not a lot of natural light coming from the other side of it. It's just like thick ice and then black behind it.
I'm gonna take out my shovel.
Yeah.
Just kind of. Does it seem like it could be something that could be?
As you hit it and you hit it hard, and it's strange because it doesn't chip away.
I think you have something that could help.
Make him think now. Poor boy.
I'm like, guys, this isn't normal ice. This should chip. This is magical. Or
Can I
some
do
description.
dispel magic?
Certainly try.
What do I do?
Quite liking this background.
Yeah, this is quite cool.
It's quite cool.
It's all off that free app I use as well.
Mm.
I gave up trying to find Christmas theme music. Get a fucking head in.
Especially free Christmas music.
There's all Mariah Carey. Oof.
I'm not sure how to use that.
Right.
Give it to one of them.
Choose any creature, object, or magical
that.
effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends for each spell of 4th level or higher.
So you
on
basically
target.
cast it,
Yeah.
and if it is a spell, and it's lower than what your level that you cast it, it will dissipate essentially.
Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Yeah, so basically if this is magical and they cast a spell to do it, if it's higher than 3rd level, you have to make that check. If it's lower than 3rd level, it just goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can choose because it's a 3rd level spell, I believe.
It's a third level
So you
spell.
can choose to cast it. Do you have 4th level spells?
No.
No, so 3rd is the highest, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it has to be, yeah.
So I'll cast it.
So you cast it.
Yeah.
How do you make it look when you cast?
Musical
Get
symbols
jingle
come
bells
out.
out and
Like start bringing them here and here.
You just see like tinsel.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Just get this.
Or
got some
whip a
tin, you
tinsel
got
out.
some tinsel out your sleeve and you just whip it like that, and as you're whipping out of that and it licks the ice just starts to not melt but melt, like it's melting but there's no water residue.
Oh.
It's like it melts.
Oh, well
but
go
doesn't-
tinsel.
And you
That was
have
awesome.
dispelled the ice storm.
Awesome.
As you
Move to the side.
as you step through the ice barrier,
Is it
The-
getting any darker? Or?
the atmosphere has
Change.
completely changed. You've gone from being into not a nice cavern, but something that's natural. And as you step over the threshold through the ice, you've just stepped into something that you know and feel is completely unnatural, horrible, evil.
Is there any light? Or
There is minimal light. You can just see, I say maybe
I will
10...
flip my
you-
goggles.
If you flip your goggles, you can see in black and white.
Yeah.
You both can only see around 10 to 15 feet in front of you.
Nice.
Leading the way now.
Just don't die.
What are we going to do?
What do you see?
You just see dark
Is it like a
cavern walls. It's still the same sort of ice and things like that, but it's just unnatural and dark in here. And it's got a sweet, sickly scent to it.
Does it smell like the cookies? Like what we when Mrs. Claus was raped? I made that smell. I found that smell.
Oh god.
Oh, we're getting close.
We're at the cookie house.
Right.
What?
Let's
Slowly
line
moving
up. So I'll put my hand on Tinsel's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I guess you'll put your hand on mine
Hell
because
yeah.
we can't see. So it's the pass without trace is still up.
Nerves.
Can you
So.
please make a perception check?
Oh, here we go. It's gonna be bad. We're
Very
gonna
fun.
die. Should be underneath nature.
It's just under P.
And above performance.
So that one, yeah?
The one just above.
That one?
Yep.
So it's only 11.
11? Yeah. As you're walking, you are about to step as you're walking through, and then you kind of put your foot out and then you bring it back in, and you see a weird indent in the ground. And as you look at it, what do you do? It's like a dug-in indent in the ice.
Like Slank is being.
It's like a
Can
kind
I-
of trap.
Yeah, can we crouch down and inspect it?
Someone can make an investigation roll if they wish. Ideally, someone who can actually see.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd have to get like right
Yeah,
close
you'd
to
have
it.
to get right. We'll both would.
Was that a natural one?
Yeah.
We are rolling
Yeah.
so many of them. Do you know why it is? It's
17.
because we can re-roll them.
How much, sorry?
17.
Yep. You run your hand along the groove and you feel a strange little, I want to say mechanism, but not quite in the far corner. But you do sense this to be a trap. As you look a little bit further along the line, you see another line. And another half foot along that, another line. And that's where it stops. So there's 3
Trap.
gently dug in
Traps.
lines.
Okay, so this is trap.
It's around, I'd say, 1.5 feet long. All together with the 3 lines.
Do we risk a little light so we can all see this, or if Tinsel points this out, could we kind of like peer
Once
it? And
Tinsel points out, you can vaguely see what she's gesturing to. You can see it's there.
we could step over it, maybe.
With a bit of a run up, you could leap over it easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's if
we'll
it
do
works.
that then.
Yeah. We'll do that then.
So, who's going first?
Me.
So,
I like that.
so make an acrobatics check, please. You're going to do a little bit of a run up. Obviously, it's a little bit slippery on the feet, so.
Shut the elf.
Sacrifice the first one.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work, then we know what not to do. It's where all the traps just go off.
Yeah, 9.
9. So you do a little bit of a run up, and you do just manage to get over it. Your foot almost just misses, but because of the ice, it takes you over, and you do slip up a little bit on the other side.
Yeah.
But you manage to stable yourselves. Who's going next?
It'd be you.
Yeah, I
With
will.
disadvantage, please.
Because we don't have the sight either.
What is it? Athletics or
Athletics.
Athletics. No, acrobatics. Sorry.
Acrobatic.
12.
12. Yep. So even though you can't see, you do manage to kind of fight. All right, it's there. It's at least a pace back. 2 paces. 1, 2, 3, and you do manage to get over there. You're kind of good at this stuff.
That wasn't too bad. I rolled a 17 out of 10. So
And now you came with a disadvantage.
that's not bad.
Acrobatics, yeah?
Yep.
18.
18. You as well. This is where you shine. You're a monk. You don't even jump you off the wall. You know.
Like a
your problem?
bullet.
Yeah. That's it.
Tippy toe, tippy
You
toe.
you have traversed the thing in the floor.
The
The
trap.
thing on the floor.
The thing in the floor.
Okay, let's go a little bit more carefully now. Do we see any like light at the end of the tunnel kind of situation, or
Not with your sight at the moment, no. You can't see much in front of you.
Do you see any light at the end of the tunnel?
Do I see anything? Or...
You don't see any light, but as you start to move a bit closer, you do see that the tunnel appears to fork off.
Yeah.
So you can choose to go straight, or you can choose to go right.
It's either straight or not right.
Is there anything on the walls or anything?
The walls are still the same,
Yeah,
still
Still the same.
moist coated with ice.
Can I, like, just,
rocky.
Stand a minute and try and like listen
Yeah.
and see if there's anything coming
As
from one or the other.
As you stand there quietly, please make a.
Marco.
Just kind of like close my eyes and try and hear anything because I can't obviously see anything.
I mean, what would that fall under? Listening. I'll say investigation because it's like quite an intelligent thing to try and just stay calm and
Okay.
control your breathing.
15.
15. So you can hear sounds, similar echoing sounds coming from both tunnels.
Oh.
I think it's a case of damned if we do, damned if we don't.
Okay. Too
It's
straight.
Why not?
I thought we were going to try and roll for it, but
Fair enough.
Can do.
then we don't have
3
to. pretty
right.
much-
1 to 3 is right, and then straight on is 4 to 6. 6.
So straight on.
Yeah.
So you're going straight on, yeah?
Straight
Yeah.
on.
Yep, so you're going straight and through. So you make your way head on. You've been travelling for around 30 minutes, 45 minutes now, okay? You make your way very soft with your steps, and the closer you get, you start to hear pots moving, crackling of fire, and a vague moaning sound.
Ooh,
Romance, I
creepy,
mean, what?
creepy.
As you start to get closer, there's a small little bend that cliffs off to the right, and there seems to be light, and a bright light starting to beam from it, and you can now start to hear whispers, angry sounds. More, the crackling of the fire comes louder. You can hear chains starting to shake.
Oh dear. Does it like we can see like the fire now at the distance kind of
You
thing?
can't
or-
see the fire at a distance, so you've come to like a bend,
Okay.
and there's a very strong light coming from what's ahead of you.
So,
Okay.
So you need to come round the bend to see if you're.
Okay. Can I like crouch and then
So you
Lean
come
my
up to the
head
side of the
round.
wall, you crouch, and you just kind of look. And as you look, you only can see part of a large cavern room, and all you can see is a big fire in the centre, and the back part of the wall. You see some boxes and a couple of tables in the back. But as you peek closer, you can start to hear more. You can hear someone talking. You can't quite hear what they're saying, but you can hear talking.
okay, let's investigate this. Right, I'm gonna stealth ahead.
Yeah.
Stealth.
You all stealthing?
You coming with me or are you staying there?
I'll stay there.
Yeah?
I will.
Kind of like proper crouch now, like.
I will go with her
Mhm.
stealthily.
That's fine. So you two please make stealth checks.
This is why I fuck up.
Wait, you're still at your plus 10, don't forget.
Cool. My hood was still up, so 25.
25.
So it plus 10, so I got plus 12. So 28.
28. Lovely. So you slowly creep your way up. You're quite close to the entrance now, and as you look, you can see that there's like a small little like cluster of rocks on the side, which you could potentially choose to get to try and take cover and entering the room if you wish.
Yeah.
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 So
Try.
with those rolls, you do manage to slowly sneak your way into the room and just into the right. And as the room comes in to clarity, you can see it's very crudely, almost carved cavern. There's not so much ice here now, it's more dirt and rock, and it's got this, now that you've gotten closer, the sweet smell is almost unbearable. It's like someone injected rotten honey up your nostrils. It's so devastatingly sweet. And as you start to come into view, you see this haggard, sort of purplish-skinned creature with horns protruding out of her head. She's rummaging into the to something. You see her hands extremely pointed and sharp and almost hooked as they hang off her. She's wearing really tattered robes. She has a belt of skulls around her waist. And now you see her turn, and you see Santa tied up on a table, and he looks as though he's hardly breathing. She's like, "You fat, stupid old man! I want to see the pain in your eyes!" And you see Santa. He sounds like he's almost gargling a little bit. She's like, "Don't remember me, do you? Every day I wrote to you. All the other kids got what they wanted, didn't they, Santa? Didn't they?" And she just smacks him around the face, and you see his little spray come out of his mouth. "Where was my gift, old man, huh? That's all I ever wanted, was a never-ending cookie jar. Was it too much? No! But would you give it to me? You cruel, disgusting waste of skin. Boring old Rudolph jar. Some sort of sick joke. Did you all laugh? Well, the joke's on you." And you see her get her claws out, and she whoosh, slits him open through the stomach. You see a massive blood spray hit the wall, and she licks her fingers. And you see it's almost, you know, when a cat purrs, you see this purr inside of her, and you see her go into another strike.
Stand up, pull my arm.
And like that. This will grow initiative. You're not currently initiative, so you'll just have to let us know when you're gonna come in. But you can hear this.
Can I send message? Because I have got it.
You can, yep. So we'll allow you to do that now.
I remember. I think I know. Yeah. So I'll send it.
So I'll say you get this just before
okay.
she's about to.
Yeah.
So I'll send that and be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, basically. So you hear a little voice in your head of Tinsel. "What's going on?
Santa's about to die.
Santa's
Come
about
now."
to die." Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when I went, "Santa's about to die."
It'll take a round for you to come in,
Yeah.
but we will get you in. All right. So let's take Tinsel. Roll initiative.
My initiative has been shocking today. Absolutely shocking.
Oh, that's quite impressive.
19.
19.
What was yours? 5. That sounds fine.
Okay. Did you say you got 5?
Yeah.
They're gonna have to have a roll.
Who's got the best dex?
I got +2.
+2.
What's that?
Your dex modifier.
+2.
+2. So what's your point score?
15.
15.
15.
It's a bit on the dex. 15. Yep. So choose between you. Who goes first?
You.
Okay.
was
Do
gonna
I
say,
get
do you
a
want me to
surprise
roll?
round because I
No,
You
no,
are
no.
going to get a surprise round. Yes.
This time I'm staying in.
Does that would that work on this? On
Not on this. This is a surprise round. So you get.
No, I meant like, does it have to be an animal or a creature or a beast?
You can cast it and find out.
Okay. It's that thing as well. I wasn't sure if it was just on like creatures.
No.
It's like the time I finally get a
I
low
don't
fucking
know
initiative as
because
well.
Yeah. I'm thinking you can.
I was gonna say Vex pretty much hits on everything.
It says a creature, so we will try it and we will see.
You want to set up battle cam?
Oh yeah. Are we? Do you have a map?
I do have a map. I always have a map. Not
Just
always,
hiding.
but most of the time.
Wrong theme tune.
No.
Sorry.
Such fun.
Would Hunter's Mark work with spell damage as well, or does it have to be a normal?
I think it's got to be a ranged. Yeah, it's got to be an actual regular thingy attack.
So it can't be a spell attack.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
believe.
That's fine.
Feel free to reread it, but
Oh yeah, it says a weapon attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a spell wouldn't work for that.
So
That's
you
fine.
guys are kind of like hidden in this little bit there.
Yoink. I'm just gonna stick myself inside it for a
I
minute.
know I'm pretty
Yeah,
much
you're
out,
just
yeah.
kind of there. Yeah. This is where she is. She
The
is an abomination. So that's obviously the nice big roaring fire.
Alright, we're going for a different angle today, guys.
You're looking at my bottom.
There we go. So where do we... We're in here, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're firing and you're shooting. So please
Yeah.
make an attack roll.
Shooting with my arrow. 21.
21 hits.
Yeah, missed. Jesus.
4.
4 points of damage. So she goes to rake her claws up at Santa again to go for another kill. You can see she aimed at a bit of an odder angle, potentially to go for his throat. And as she goes to claw at him, this bolt just hits her in the shoulder. And as she looks back at you, she snarls. You can see her teeth are like hooved and bridge up her face. This ugly purple
Oh,
skin.
beautiful.
And bright red eyes just gleam down at you. You always feel this pit of hatred in you for her just looking at you.
Lovely.
She is a nasty piece of work. So, with that, we'll go straight to the top of the rounds. So that's Holly. Would we say who's going first? Holly
me,
or
I
Kane?
think.
Yeah,
Yep.
Holly going first, then me. I ain't going
That's
first
fine.
this time. No,
And Tinsel, you'll be in on the next round, okay?
Yeah, that's cool.
So as you hit her, she looks over. Come to save him, have you? And she just does a little motion to you, and you just see these 3 beams just hit into your chest. There's 3 missiles come at you.
Oh. How does it work if I've still got my hood up with my cloak of Elvenkind?
What does their cloak of Elvenkind do?
It kind of makes me hidden. But is
But
it
then
in
again,
here?
Well,
you
you've
took
given
a
away your
attack.
position by
I
attacking
know.
them.
I didn't know whether
Yeah.
it like made a disadvantage or something like that.
You can have a little look, but
Is it in here? There's an index. But yeah, carry on.
yeah.
Obviously.
So you take 6 points of force damage.
6. Okay.
And she looks at you. You've not revealed yourself yet, so you are still hidden, okay?
Yes.
And
Thank
she just looks around, and she snarls, and she breathes, and that's the end of her turn. You're up.
Okay.
You're up, kiddo.
I'll look for that in a minute. Right, I'm going to stay where I am because I don't feel like getting any closer.
That's fair.
And I am going to bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
And then I'm going to shoot with my longbow.
Yep.
17.
17 is the AC. Yeah.
Oh!
Oh, oh.
Alright, so this is the first attack then. 6, 7, 8, 9 points. And then, so that was 9 points of damage, so second attack. Natural 20.
Nice.
Right, so that is 2d8.
Yep.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then I get 2 with
Yeah.
the Hunter's Mark?
Yep.
What did I say? 14?
18.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so that was 14 plus 18.
I got it right.
Yeah. 18 points.
I just knew it was coming.
And can I? How tall is this? If I crouched, would it give cover?
If you crouch, it will give you cover. Yes.
I'll crouch down.
Yep. You are crouched. Is that the end of your go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to give myself up just yet.
No, that's fine. You gotta just
So,
stay there.
I'm just going to stay and hide.
That's fine. So Tinsel, you're in on this one.
Cool.
So you come running in. Where do you choose to go?
I'm gonna do it stealthily though, running in.
She's got a full view of that open
Okay.
area, so that
So
wouldn't be
you,
work at all.
Unless you threw something across the side to shoe look the way.
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast her.
Yep, so make a ranged spell attack.
Is that a 9 or a 6? Say 12.
Yep, 12 misses, unfortunately.
I can't believe
So
17 is
as you're
amazing.
running in, you go, ah! Pff, and you miss, unfortunately. Is there anything else you wish to do? You do still have movement. It's probably taking you 10 feet to get to there, so you do still have however much movement you have.
You should use
There is nowhere to hide, is there really?
Nope. They're in the only hiding spot. And there. That's all we can fit in is those two, so.
I'll just stay there.
Luckily.
Just gonna stand there? Yep, that's fine. So, it's her turn. I'm not afraid of you! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
60 feet of movement.
She chooses action.
Oh, right.
She stands there and she sways like that. You see her claws dangling in front of her. Santa's blood still dripping off of them.
Oh fuck.
Right, well now she's too close for my longbow.
You have to drop your longbow.
Okay,
So she didn't want
yeah,
to-
I'll have to drop my longbow then.
Yep.
And draw out my short sword. And slashy slashy.
Slashy slashy. Roll roll.
Oh, please.
First one is nice.
Yeah, first one misses.
Yep. First one misses.
Yeah. And second one misses.
So you're almost terrified this thing coming out. You're like, none of you are adventurers. This is not what you're made to do. You miss, unfortunately. Kane. Unless there's anything
Oh.
else you wish to do, sorry.
Yes. Oh no, but
Yes.
Yes, but no,
because we can move through things.
You can move past her.
But it says I can move through the space of any creature, but she will get an attack of
Yes.
opportunity. But she's going to get an attack wherever she is. So I'm
You're
going
gonna do it.
to attempt to move.
Yep, so as you move, she doesn't even try, she just puts her hands there and lets you almost grate past her hideous nails. And that was 15 without mods.
16 is my armor class.
Oh, good thing I've got mods then, isn't it? So and I get +7, so that's 22.
Yeah, obviously.
I love how you said it,
I was like,
and
oh
she
no.
stated about mods.
I know, I'm completely blank that, but she said 15. I was like, oh.
It's gonna be nice.
17 points of slashing.
17.
17. She has 2d8 plus 4.
Holy fuck.
But you do manage to get away from her.
So
But
5,
as she
10, 15,
doesn't even
20,
try, she just holds her hand
25.
out and it just sinks through your leather and you feel this burning sensation running through your stomach.
Oh. Holy fuck, mum.
Oh, fuck, I'm Molly. Is there anything else you wish
That
to
was my
do,
hunter.
Holly?
I've used all my spells.
Is
Yeah.
that you done?
Yeah.
Kane. Ho ho ho, she is now definitely seen you.
Dang it.
Your cover just ran off.
Okay, so I'm gonna move, but I'm gonna use Step of the Wind as well, so use as a disengage to get around her either way.
Yeah, that's fine. So that's a key point, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I'll
so mark that
mark
bad
that
boy
one
off.
down. So that would be classed as disengage anyway. Because that would be classed as 5.
And you've disengaged.
So it would be there.
Oh no, because you were in this space.
Yeah.
So you would have 5 and then
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, like I said, so I went there, 5, 10. 5. And I'm going to throw my dagger.
Yeah.
At her. That's 20 feet.
5, 10, 15. Yep, just 20.
Just.
Yep.
Thought I'd maybe double check.
How many daggers do you have? 1 or 2?
Hmm?
Do you have just 1 dagger?
Just
yeah?
one.
Yeah.
So I'm risking it.
Natural 20 is
Natural
worth
20.
it.
Nice.
So that's what, 2d4?
Yep. Let's hit some of those. Oh, hello.
It's not bad.
And is it +2 for both as well? Or just one?
Just 1.
Okay, so 8 points
points of
of
damage.
piercing.
Yep.
And that's me.
That was you. We're going to go back to the top of the round now. So, Tinsel.
Run like hell.
I mean, it's bad enough that your teeth are chattering because how freezing you are. You've now got this
Ugly thing.
evil word escape how...
Medusa.
I'm just gonna get my rapier out and attack.
Yeah. Go for it.
That's all I can do.
She's going for it. I'm gonna make sure I knock off dagger. But I don't
18.
Have it at
18 hits, so please roll for a little manche.
anyway, I can get my dagger back.
Do you
if
have
I
like shocking
grab
grasp?
it.
Go and get it, yeah.
I thought I'd just double check. That's why I've marked it.
What's the reason? What do you want?
I was just asking you if he has any like shocking grasp or anything like that.
Well, all your spells are on your
Yeah, I know. I just can't be bothered to log into my phone. No.
What was the point? She's done that
No, I haven't.
specifically for you.
So yeah,
Yeah,
you
but
rolling for points to hit, or
Yeah, I already did.
what'd you get?
8.
8. Oh yeah, I already added it on, didn't I? Is there anything else you're doing?
Bonus action, use that one.
Yep. So until the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing
That's
damage
good.
by any weapon attacks. Yep. Lovely. So it's her turn again. She looks at you, and she comes up and slashes right up you because she loves to slash.
She loves
Whoa, whoa,
She
whoa,
loves a
double
good
better.
slash. Oh my gosh, there's so much on her. Like, so that was. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Sorry. That is 10 to hit. So misses. Yeah. Right.
Nice.
She just comes up, misses. Never mind. And she steps back from you.
Do you get an attack opportunity? Oh no, you don't do get that, do you?
She comes to you.
Hi there.
Hi.
Yeah?
Right. Okay, I'm gonna 25. Just kind of like a quick glance. How like?
Oh, he's bad. He's bleeding out of the stomach. He's got froth coming out of his mouth.
Oh,
His eyes are almost
clear.
rolled.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna take 2 attacks. At that one.
Yep.
At that one.
Oh,
And the
that
only
Oh, I
one.
see. You
Um,
can aim at me.
Did you pick your longbow up? Because you dropped it, didn't you?
I would have picked my longbow up.
You
If I
did
moved.
state that you
No.
picked it up, I'm afraid.
Oh no! Really?
Yeah.
Fine. In that case, I'm not gonna make an attack.
She's leaving me to die.
I am going to pour a healing potion into Santa's mouth.
Excellent.
It's
So that's your greater
that's
one,
my
yes?
greater
So that's
healing.
your 4d4. Draw a couple of d4.
yeah. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9,
That's good so far.
I love how you got all threes for that.
9, 10 plus 4,
Yeah.
14.
I don't want
I
that
want that one.
14, yeah, for Santa?
Yeah.
No worries. As you pour it, he has extremely pale complexion. As you pour it, you do see a little bit of colour come into his cheeks. Nowhere near as much as you know he has naturally.
Yeah.
But you do see what you've done has helped. Anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
Okay.
Because that was an action to give someone else a healing
It
potion,
is.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Bonus action to give it to yourself.
Action.
Action to administer.
I'm going to attack with my quarterstaff.
Yeah.
18.
18 hits.
6 points of bludgeoning.
6 points of bludgeoning, yes.
It's difficult with this. Like,
And I will
Finger. I'm
use
not
one
used
of
to it.
my key
Mhm.
points.
Yep.
Just give me a sec. I'm going to use it for my stunning strike.
Yep.
When you
Ooh.
hit with a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn. If it fails a con saving throw, DC 12.
DC 12, yeah. Where's our con modifier? So she rolled a 14.
It was worth a try.
It's worth it's stunning
Yeah.
strike can change the game.
yeah, it really can.
So it was worth a shot. So that was a fail, unfortunately, so that's another key point spent.
And I'll use another one for patient defense.
Yeah, and that's the dodge,
And
yeah.
and that's me done.
Back to top of the round, Tinsel.
Eldritch Blast.
You see you whipping around your Tinsel.
Just whip her.
Yeah, watch me whip it.
20.
20 hits.
Whip it.
What was it again? Two.
Oh, she should have actually had advantage on that as well, but she passed anyway. Sorry, what? 2 points.
2 points, and then I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
25, yeah. So it's back to her turn. She catches your eye, Holly. Oh no, you don't, dear! And she flips again, and again, these 3 beams just come in and hit you hard.
No.
That's 4. 6 points of force damage. You hear this in your stomach. Fucking hurts. Come on, my babies. Let's have some fun. And you feel the walls start to shake and crumble as you all look around. You see bits of rock starts to drop off the walls, and you see almost humanoid shapes start to protrude out of the walls.
Are you trying?
Holly, it's your turn.
Okay. $25, and I'm going to use my firebolt.
Fireball. Yep.
That's against my spell attack, isn't it?
Yep. So range spell attack and then 1d10 damage. Hopefully.
19.
Hits. Is that a D10?
That's this one. 5.
5 points of lift fire.
Yeah.
And that was magical. Yeah. Anything else you wish to do, Holly?
No.
No? Kane. With every passing second, you continue in hearing the walls start to move, and you see these shapes trying to escape from it.
I'm going to attack with my quarterstaff again. 17.
17 is just a hit.
Just.
On the nose.
Do you have healing spells?
Anything to do.
So, 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8 points of bludgeoning, yeah.
My hands were clammy, I'm really nervous.
Music doesn't help.
No,
does it?
No.
I don't.
I'm going to use a key point of Step of the Wind to disengage.
Yep.
I will go there. And that's me.
And that's you. So we go to the top of the round now. And as you see the walls start to crumble, you see these deformed humanoid things come out of the walls. They're covered in clay and muck, and you could smell them. They have a very disgusting hideous spell to them. One is coming out of this wall,
So they're like magical zombies.
one this wall, and one this wall.
Fuck.
We all love having fun with D&D. Oh yeah, it's D&D. Yep, Tinsel, you're up.
That's where we all die and Santa die.
I'll go there and then I'll Eldritch Blast her again.
Yeah, go for it. Make that ranged spell attack.
16.
Just misses, I'm afraid. You see it just glimmer right past her, and as she dodges it, gives you that horrible smile, and as she opens her mouth, you see she's got a dark purple, almost pointed, slithering tongue. Anything else you wish to do, Tinsel?
Like hell.
No, I'll just stay there.
Enemy number 3 is coming in, and he as it hideous and steps, it's just very slithery, and when you see it walk, it leaves damp on the ground. It comes in. 15.
I
comes
fucking knew it.
straight in for you.
Fucking knew it.
It's got its sword and it's very limp-handed. It almost can't even quite lift it up, but it still gets it up and up, enough of a whip around to take a good old shot at you for 13 to hit.
Nope.
Fortunately misses. It's just quite have that strength to get out to you. So that is enemy number 3. This is the most enemies I've on the board ever so far. And then enemy number 4. It's gonna come in. And it's just gonna, what it wants to do is come up behind you and like that into your stomach. So it's still just a regular attack, but that's how it's trying to make it look. That's an 8 to hit.
Nope.
No, oddly enough. So as you almost smell it before it's near you, and it attacks you, and you're just able just to move quickly out of its range. Then it is our beauty's turn. You like my pets, don't you? She throws a magic missile at you.
Which one?
At Tinsel.
Yeah.
Is it magic?
It is magic
Can
missile.
I do dispel magic or can I? No.
No, that's That's not a
That
reaction.
would be counterspell.
You want counterspell for that sort of thing, yeah. That's 9 points of force damage on you there. Aren't they pretty? And that's the end of her go. So then it is after her go.
Oh shit!
So then enemy number 2's go.
Oh my gosh!
Who's coming in hot.
We are not
You are
going
now
to survive this.
Boxed in. Takes a shot at you.
Do you have a healing potion there?
Natural 1. None of my minions have hit any of you.
That's okay.
So
That's
it
good. That's
It
good.
misses you. Now Holly.
Finally.
It's time to hack them down, guys.
No, I want my bow.
You see their limbs are just like dangling on there. How they've been holding weapons is almost. You can tell they're just magic. Just how they're staying up.
Okay, I'll take a swing at number 4 with my short sword. 16.
Hits.
D6. 3 points. And
At number
4.
4.
And I'll take another swing. 14
14 hits.
for another 3 points.
Better than nothing.
And I will move. I know he'll get an attack. There.
Mhm.
Did you get an attack of opportunity?
It does, yeah. So as you try to slink past it, it just almost aims at your shins with its very rusty hepatitis encrusted sword. And 16 to hit.
It's my armor class.
Yep, so
That one actually hits.
Yeah.
for once.
First
So that's 6 points of slashing damage.
I got 10 points left.
Oh.
Is it a bonus action to pick up my weapons?
But you are by your bow now, so
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I'm gonna bonus action pick up my bow.
Yeah, that's fine. Anything else you wish to do? I think you're all out.
I'm out. That
Yeah.
was my attacks, my movement, my bonus.
There's our abilities in one bit.
It took its time, didn't it?
I'm ravishing. Right. Kane. Bring it on down, girl.
Right, I'm gonna attack enemy number 3 with my quarterstaff. Which is natural 20.
Nice. So somehow it definitely hits.
Somehow.
Don't know how, but
Or was it 2d6?
Nice.
13 points of damage.
13, yeah.
I'm guessing it's still up.
Who did you hit, sorry?
Enemy number 3.
Enemy number 3. Yep, so how do you want to make this look?
That was with my quarterstaff on it.
Yep.
So, let's you just wipe them right out.
Yeah.
And then just whack down.
That's me number 3.
Went to that.
Sorry.
No, sorry.
Yep, so as you go to swing it and you catch its leg, and it collapses down on its leg, and you're able to just strap it down, and then it's just a pile of moist, crust-infested bone. And it is down.
And then I want to use, as a bonus action, Unarmed Strike.
Yep.
On enemy number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to roll to hit anyway.
Yep.
That's 20 again.
Nice, nice.
So we'll let you double that damage, so that's what, 6?
6 bludgeoning.
Yep.
And that is me.
That is you. Beautiful. So we are back at the top of the round. Tinsel.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm going to pour my greater healing down
Yep,
Sam's
so
throat.
roll your 4d4.
Can't believe you got a natural 20 twice though.
That's banging, that.
10.
10. Nice. He's looking better. Anything else you wish to do?
He's chained up, isn't he?
And I'll inspire.
Inspire this one.
Yeah.
Kane, you feel inspired by Tinsel's noble act to help save Santa.
Sweet.
And so, enemy number 4. And it's like looking up, like it's just gonna stumble to whatever's closest.
So me.
It's gonna go straight up to you. Almost brushes the fire, and the fire like licks it. And it doesn't even make a flinch. Is that 18 without mods? So I assume hits.
Yep.
That's cocked. That's cocked. I've got to stop rolling on this fucking where all the dice are. There we go. That's 4 points.
Do you know, I
I'll
never
slash
noticed
it.
you put that tinsel.
Ravishing, aren't you?
Well, she
Very
didn't
nice.
say ravishing when she put it on, and you didn't even notice that.
No,
part.
no,
I'm too busy trying to survive.
Yeah, just really trying to like not die.
Okay.
So that was enemy number 4. Enemy number 1, our
So-
lovely lady. You think I can't see you? And you. Again,
No,
magic
no, no.
missile.
No.
4. 7 points of force damage.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, she's on fire.
How many you got left?
3.
Enemy number 2's turn.
Oh.
She's loving this. She is loving it.
She's loving it because she's aiming for you.
Goes attack against you then, Mr. Kane. That is a natural 4. That would never hit. So,
Sweet.
again, it just grazes you. Holly.
Holly the brolly.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yep.
And I made sure I picked up my longbow.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be like, I die as I lived. And I'm going to 2 shots at that haggy
Enemy
face
one.
that's
Haggy
trying to
face.
kill me. Please, 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 please. 15. That nope.
Misses. Second shot.
19.
19
No,
hits.
7. Yeah, 19.
Yeah, 19 hits.
Alright, so
Did you have Hunter's Mark on it?
I do have Hunter's Mark
You
on
haven't
it.
been making your concentration checks while you've been being hit, have you? So I'm just going to say you've lost your
Oh.
Hunter's Mark.
Fine.
So you don't get that
Fine.
D6.
10 points of damage.
It's still good though.
Fine.
Fine.
But yeah, no, I probably would have lost it by now.
Yeah.
You're right. I completely forgot about the concentration thing.
Sorry. I
don't
forget
have.
often.
Yeah. I need to remember though, because my druid a lot of spells concentration.
Has enemy number 3 been hit yet?
Enemy number 3's dead.
I mean, enemy number 2
Oh, number 2.
has been hit. One of its arms is laying on the floor.
I
So
was
Kane.
before, I was literally looking at one or the other. Hi, hi. I'm going to attack enemy number 4. So that's the one right by the fire, isn't it? With my quarterstaff. Oh, come on! So that definitely misses, I'm guessing.
What'd you get?
8.
Yeah, this is.
So actually a monster with an AC lower than 8.
And I will do exactly the same as I did last time. Bonus action, unarmed strike. Number 2.
At number 2? Yep, so that's just 3 points of damage in it. Well, if you hit. Which you may not.
11.
11 unfortunately misses, and please
No,
mark off
yeah.
your key point.
How's it a key
Or are
point?
you not? Are you using the bonus action ability,
Bonus.
not a key point?
The
Okay. Yeah.
bonus action.
Anything else?
No, that's me.
No, it's you.
I'm staying there. I'm fighting like Bruce Lee.
Enemy number 4. Again, you're in front of it. It's just gonna keep trying to get at you.
Hey?
No.
You missed
Wait.
me.
Sorry, because you're over there. Sorry, Tinsel. Please whip out your Tinsel.
Oh, Eldritch Blast number 4.
Yep. Let it roll straight
14.
and through.
20.
20 hits.
Was it? And a 10.
What one you hitting?
Number 4.
Number 4. Number 4 is blasted out of existence by the brute
Boom.
force.
Shut
That's
up,
the
Laka.
one. Yeah, pretty much. You hit it with such force, it goes into the fire, and there's that horrible baked clay smell in the air. But it's masking the disgustingly sweet smell, so it's not too bad.
Just like
I'll
Mama
just,
used to make
Yeah,
it.
before I miss you out again. Number 1, a big bitch. She's and she's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. She's gonna come up to you.
Oh.
She's looking at you, but she walked past you and she goes like that. And she goes to keep walking. So she looks like she's coming in at
So
you.
she's
but
concentrating on
attacks you.
Tinsel but attacks me.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
Hags are funny like that. And that is a 16.
Just hits.
Tinsel
Just
keeps
hit.
flying everywhere. I know you
I
must feel
can't help
tinsel.
it.
So that's 2d8. That's 16 points of slashing damage.
Fuck. 16, yeah?
How you doing?
He is.
Dying.
So you two are nearly.
You better crack out some spells, dude.
I ain't got much I can do from the distance that she's at.
I literally just lost count because I was listening to you. I'm just going to use my calculator. Carry on. Carry on.
You sure you're not dead? Let you add up your things first.
He said 24, so 16.
Just give me a sec. I'm at 8.
Okay, that's fine.
You're more alive than me.
So enemy number 2, you're in front of him.
I am.
He's gonna try and lift up his arm again to try and get another swing at you.
Swing, bada, 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 swing.
So that's 13 to hit.
Nope.
Again, just grazes at your shins. Holly.
I'm still going, I'm still going. Twang, twang. I may not have Hunter's Mark anymore, but I can still have 2 attacks. Yeah, please. Ah, okay, that hits. That's 17 without mods.
Yep, that's on the nose.
So,
Just
D8.
fucking kill her already.
5. 5 points.
5 points of
Piercing damage?
piercing damage.
Yep. And then next attack. 20, not natural.
Yep.
Shame.
10 points.
She's still looking good.
Most probably.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Whenever you hit her, she barely winces.
She's enjoying this more than we are.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20 up to here. I can't bonus action hide or anything, can I?
I'm afraid that's not in your repertoire. Okay. Unless that's... You know,
Yeah. That's all I can do.
I'm going to attack enemy number 2
Mm-hmm.
with my quarterstaff. Yeah, 14.
14. 14 hits.
And 5 points of damage.
Damn
Bludgeoning damage.
Try and get Sander out.
So you hit it, and it's like it's barely standing up at this point.
Sweet. And then I will use my bonus action unarmed strike again.
Yeah.
That's enemy number 2 again. No, and that's a miss
That's a
anyway.
miss, yeah.
So that's an 8.
It's a good try. It's a good try. Unfortunately, in your withered state, it's getting harder to concentrate on the target that you're hitting. Is there anything else you wish to do?
I'm going to use my last key point for patient defense.
And that is to dodge, yeah?
Yeah,
Yep, that's
hold
fine.
my dodge, and that's all of them.
Yep. Back to top of the round. Tinsel.
I'm gonna start cutting the ropes for Santa.
So it's an action,
Yeah.
and it are chains, they are not ropes.
Oh, okay. Oh. No chains.
With that, no, that's a door in it.
No, that's to open stuff. Well, I won't do that then.
Okay.
Since it's, I know I've got heat metal, but I ain't gonna hurt Santa.
Why not? He's more alive than he was.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't know.
It might wake him up.
Just out of curiosity, what's these?
It's just stuff that's on the table.
okay.
I'm just gonna just blast her.
This is where
Yeah.
I was saying that we could have used to get.
Yeah,
this
that's
to
why I was
bridge.
like, she's dotted that. There must be a reason.
Just
No,
make it look more colourful.
fair enough.
11.
It is Christmas. 11 misses, unfortunately.
9.
Straight past her. It's her turn.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, it's so much too easy." And as she does that, all 3 of you hits. Are you going to choose to dodge it? 'Cause it's an auto hit. This
What does that mean?
It's an
it
arrow.
automatically hits you.
So you
So you
just
can
take
choose
damage.
to dodge it, or you can just take the damage.
I will dodge.
Yeah. So you dodge, you 2 don't. And so I'll roll to see whose is what. So you're 1 to 3, therefore you take 3. You're 3 to 6, therefore you take 1.
So 3, yeah.
Yeah, of force damage. Not that it matters. But... Enemy number 2. He was looking at you, kids.
Oh, of course he is. Ugly fucker.
9 plus 4, 13.
Nope.
Nope, misses. Again, he's got such little life in him, he can barely even lift the swords. Holly.
Is she looking hurt at all?
No, she looks alright.
There's me literally just stood there like, fuck my
So it doesn't look like
ass.
she's taking any kind of damage.
Not massively, no.
Oh, again?
I can't hold it for much longer, not unless I want to be in so much pain.
Oh, my ass.
That's all I can. Do I know anything that would kind of like...
Hello, if you want.
The other
Like
thing is
help?
my legs get stuck underneath the table.
Pardon?
So I can't.
Do I like... Do I know anything about what she might be? What might actually hurt her?
Yeah, badass motherfucker.
You can certainly make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
That'd be your action.
Yeah. Well, if shooting arrows is not... Doesn't seem to be doing much.
Well, I can't do much. I'm pretty much there for life now.
16.
16. You're not 100% sure what she is. This is completely out of your range. But you do know that some creatures in the world only take damage by certain things.
Okay. The fire damage.
Like the
I-
whole myth, like if
Yeah.
there's a werewolf can only be harmed by silver. It's like myths like that.
So
You're
it has
aware
to-
of.
yeah,
That
it
you're
has to be
aware
something
of.
like that.
Have I noticed anything like any of the attacks we're doing? Does one seem to be hurting more than the other?
You notice that when Tinsel hit her with force, it seemed to make more damage. Or it seemed to affect her more. She seemed to react more to it than opposed to
That
your
was the
bows.
Eldritch Blast one, yeah?
Mhm.
Okay.
So what you gonna do?
That was my action to do that
Yeah, but
roll.
you've still got...
Yeah, I've still got my movement, and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call out, magic that bitch!
Magic that bitch!
Yeah. And... Thunderwave, it doesn't say on here how far in the thingy.
What do you mean? It's just a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, but do I, what, so it'd be
So it's from
15
you.
like that?
The range is yourself. So
Oh.
it's 15 feet from you. So you have to get up and close and personal with her.
Right.
Like I am.
As far as I can go, that's my movement. We'll do that.
Okay, and you're on deck. Kick that
Luckily.
bitch's ass.
I'm going to attempt to attack her
Mm-hmm.
with my quarterstaff.
Make an attack.
12.
12 misses, unfortunately.
And then I'll use my bonus action to unarmed strike the zombie, as I
Yeah,
call him.
that's fine.
11.
Just misses.
That's okay.
Is that you done? Yeah.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the beach.
Yep, well, we're at the top of the round, so it is your turn.
16.
16 just misses, unfortunately. Blows right past. Is there anything else you wish to do?
And I will Inspiration Holly.
Yeah, so you got the support that you need from your team, and you feel Tinsel's words of inspiration glow over you, and you gain a 1d8 to add to any attack roll.
Yay!
Or ability check. Bitchface's turn.
Yep.
What's the matter, dear? Can't you hit?
Either way, like, pretty much one attack will take me right out.
Where she hits, which that might 11 plus 7, 18 to hit.
Yep. Has to be way more than 8 just to kill it, like, take me down.
Yeah, that would probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Slashes.
That's 12 points of
Oh.
slash
Yeah, so
damage.
I'm out.
You are rendered unconscious.
Ping.
As the hag rakes her hands up, you see Kane just crumple to the floor. She makes eye contact with both of you and licks the blood off her claws. And you hear a snarl. She's just there going, eeny, meeny, miny, man. And that's her go. Enemy number 2. And these enemies are considered brain dead, so he is still gonna keep
Pounding at me
Yeah.
either way.
That's a natural 19.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. So that is a natural hit. So you lose one of your
Death
successes.
So,
So you mark that failure.
oh, so I marked the
Yes,
fail.
it's
I
an
was gonna say,
auto
you said
fail.
success, I was
'Cause
like, what?
it can't do enough damage to straight out kill you.
Yeah.
So if it hits you, it's just a auto fail.
Sweet.
And if you obviously get 3 fails before 3 successes, then
Because what do I have to get for me to be
so
a
when,
successful?
so you have to get above a 10 when you roll. But if you roll a natural 1, game over.
It's game over.
If you roll a natural 20, you regain consciousness straight away.
Okay.
Alright? So that was enemy number 2.
Even though we can reroll ones, or doesn't it count because he's on?
Does not count with that.
Because I'm
That sort of
unconscious.
ability is
Is-
veto when it comes to this. Else everyone would be halfling, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ollie,
Right. If
I'm
I'm
gonna have a treat.
if I go
All for
here,
knocking one person there.
would these still be in the 15-foot cube, but not Kane?
Where? You're
I
there.
was there.
Because it would
So
hit
5,
both of
10,
them.
15.
Yeah, you'll just miss Kane.
Okay, so I'm going to move to there.
Yeah.
And this is my last ditch attempt. I am going to shout to Tinsel, get Santa out of here, and I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
What's my save I need to make?
I think is it a con against my spell save?
Yeah.
So 13.
What is my con? +3. So the hag succeeds, and so does the weird skeletorial
So
thing.
it's half 2d8 damage, I believe.
Yep.
14 was total, so
7
7
points
points of
damage.
damage.
So the what do you call it? It's getting blown out of existence. There's just shards of bone everywhere.
And she's just still there laughing.
How much
at her.
damage? Sorry, was it
It was 7.
7? You hit the hag and it's just a move. You see her wince, and she turns and grins at you. Kane, please make a death saving throw. Unless there's anything else you wish to do, Holly.
I was there, wasn't I?
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's me.
And this is just a straight up roll, yeah?
Yeah.
11.
Oh, that's a success. So you get to mark 1 off in the success column.
And you get 3 successes, you stabilise, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yoink.
Magic will do it.
that's my
Yeah. Tinsel, what you gonna do, girl?
Is Santa awake? Or is he kind of like...
In and out consciousness, that sort of thing.
So he wouldn't be able to move himself anyway.
I have to hurry you up, Tinsel.
Just Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
There we go.
Is this a different-
18.
18 hits. That's our 1d10 damage.
6.
6 points of force damage. You hit her. What's the matter, dear? Can't you hit harder? And 3 beams hit down on you. 4, 5, 9 points of force damage on you. Come on, my dears. Let's play a game. Holly.
Scheiße.
We should have just grabbed him and ran.
The only thing I can do is shoot longbow.
Yeah.
I'm out of spells, and yeah. I don't know if I want to move first though. Oh, she can hit me no matter where I am, so I'm gonna go there so I can try and get into Santa, and then I'm gonna shoot 2 longbows at her. Natural 20,
Nice. So we'll double up those dice now.
so that's 2d8s. 4, 11, 13.
13.
Second attack. Natural 20.
Nice.
off. What's
Right
with you
there.
guys?
Right there.
Nice. Let's double up them bad boys then, shall we? Oh, nice. 15.
17.
17. That's very good.
Nice.
And I bet you she's still laughing at you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's still laughing at me. Because it's probably half damage.
Yeah.
No.
She says.
Grinning, yeah.
This is where she goes, how do you want to do this? And you'll be like,
She
"What?"
does turn to look at you. Spits on the floor. Come on, then! And she is looking worn now.
Because the only,
She ain't
the only
looking
thing
pretty
I can
now.
do to do the change is my heat metal, but it's
Yeah,
too,
you don't want to hurt something.
Exactly.
So,
and it's
is that you,
2d8.
Holly?
Yeah, that was my movement, my action.
Kane, please make a death saving throw.
Please, so.
Dead on 10.
Dead on 10.
Is that a success?
Yeah.
I don't actually know, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's a
It's,
success.
it's
10 or
10
higher.
or
yeah.
higher, yeah.
Yeah, so that's another success. One more success, boy,
And you're back to 1.
and you're golden.
Do you go back to 1 or do you just
He
stabilize?
just
Stabilise.
stabilizes.
Oh, okay.
Stabilise, I can't do shit all.
But you're not dead.
Exactly.
Yet.
Oh my god, this is so tense.
She's still right by me, so even if I do stabilise, she can
Yeah,
just
yeah,
go,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
bam, you're dead.
Yeah. So, back to the top of the round.
Oh, good
Tinsel, we are coming into round 7.
Oh, I
Don't
think it's one
even-
of the longest
There
rounds
has
ever.
been 66 seconds of combat.
Jesus.
All this has happened in 1 minute.
Yep, pretty much.
23.
23 hits.
Please be a 10.
I'm assuming your Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
yeah.
C'est bon!
7
Yeah,
points
that's not bad,
of
that's not
force.
bad, that's not bad.
So when you hit it with the force, it looks like it hurts.
And I thought I was hitting weak, eh?
We'll see about weak, won't we? How about we play a game?
Oh, shit.
And she steps forwards and she turns in to Mrs. Claus.
Holy crap.
What's the matter, children? Don't you want a cuddle from Mummy? And she walks over to you. 5, 10, 15, 20. And she'll go to the side of Santa. She'll be like, come on, husband, let's have a little kiss. And she kisses him on the cheek. And she looks at you, and while you're a bit strapped, rakes at you. With disadvantage as she's stretching over the table. That's 8 plus... I think I remember one. That's 15 to hit.
Six.
Did it just hit you?
Ah.
15's my armor.
6.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
14. 18 points of slashing damage.
Are you down?
I'm just about to have a look.
Please don't make this just me. It would be like, I'm gonna get 2 misses now. I'm so nervous, my hands are so clammy.
Carry on, I'll tell you if I'm down.
No, I
No,
need
we
to
have to
know.
No, we need to know now.
How do people work out your scores?
Yeah, I'm down.
By how much?
Literally, I would be smack bang 0.
Was it
with
sat
that
by
18.
0? She rakes at
Tinsel.
Tinsel. You see Tinsel's body fall onto just resting on Santa's. And she looks over to you.
Oh, hello.
What a day. Should have got me that cookie jar, shouldn't he? And it's just creepy having this putrid voice come from a woman that you've grown up with and admired and loved. And it's your turn.
Like, I really regret healing you now. And I'm gonna... Arrow, arrow.
Arrow, arrow.
Natural 20, natural.
No, I just want to hit, I just want to hit. 22.
22 hits.
8.
8.
Yeah, that
Don't
misses.
forget your inspiration.
Oh!
Is it still alive now that you're dead though?
And to be honest, an 8 won't help. Oh, hang on. No, it might do. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Do I still have it?
I'll let you have it. Go on.
It doesn't say anything.
Yeah. I suppose it's more of the essence of
Yeah.
the magic, so...
15.
15. Unfortunately, 15 misses. Holly, anything else you want to do? Movement?
Fucking run. Get your reindeer and run.
I know.
Kane, make that saving throw.
3.
That is a fail. Mark it in the failures. So you're what, 2 for 2?
2 for 2.
Next one's the decider for poor Kane. So we're going back to the top of the round. Tinsel, please make a dash saving throw. Make a one in the tray, please.
It bounced out of the tray. There we go. Pass.
Pass.
19.
Lovely.
I was hoping that would roll to a 20 and it'd be like, yep.
So at the top of the round, you're almost backed against the wall. She's glaring at you. Then you hear, and you see Prancer step in, and Dancer's behind him as well. And you see them step in with anger in their eyes. Like, how dare you touch my mama? And they will come in on the next round. They come.
Oh my god! Assuming I'm still.
They come in.
They come in as sweeties.
They come in as gummy bears.
Oh.
But it is her turn.
It is her turn.
She sees them. You think beasts are gonna help? No, dear. And she hits them with magic missiles.
Her rage.
You see one take two, one take the other. When they giddy up and they look angry and it fucking out. Yep. Holly.
I'm gonna be, not my reindeer, you bitch!
Not my daughter, you
Yes.
bitch.
Yes. Come on. Please.
This is where she misses that in anger.
Pure anger.
Pure
I'm
anger.
going to give you advantage because of the pure hatred that you have right now. This woman attacking your babies.
That was 17 without mods.
Yep, that's fine. That hits.
3 points.
3 points.
And next attack. 14.
14. Misses, yeah.
Yeah,
That's about
yeah.
14 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck? Kane.
The decider.
This is gonna fuck off, I bet you.
10.
Oh my god!
That went from 2 to 10
Yeah.
in a second.
Oh wow.
So you succeed and you come back with 0 hit points. You are currently unconscious on the
hello, Monty.
floor.
So 0.
You, Holly, are unaware of his current condition. You just know he's on the ground.
Bleeding
Same
out.
with Little Tinsel. Speaking of,
Natural 20.
you come back
Nice.
with 0 hit points.
No.
No, you come back with a hit point,
One
I do
hit
believe.
point.
Yeah. So, I'll give you a bonus action, so you can choose to play dead, or you can choose
I'll play
to
dead.
play dead. That's fine. Please make a deception roll, just to see how well you play dead.
Deception, yeah.
Yes,
Is it?
please.
Underneath
Would that be
athletics.
+3, yeah? Or
No, it'd be
it says
whatever
on
your
deception.
deception.
So underneath your athletics.
11.
11, okay. She is up. She's like, tiny little beasties, tiny little beasties. And she switches around this time, so the one takes 1 and the other one takes 2.
These are some badass reindeer.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna come charging through. So one goes and blocks you. And it's gonna use. It uses its bonus action to dash. Its full movement. Then it's gonna use its ramming action. And it's gonna try and ram at the old Hagatha. Just hits.
I tell you what,
It's only one.
if this reindeer gets the kill.
It only does 2 points of damage.
That would have been great.
That
actually.
would have been
That
awesome.
reindeer would have been a proud moment.
Boom, rams into her. She hits the back of the table and she snaps it and she growls and a bit of saliva comes out of her mouth. And she's looking a little bit worried now. She's not looking particularly great now. Holly.
Right, I'm gonna step to like one side, so I'm kind of like behind but I've
Yeah.
got a clear shot, and I'm gonna line it up. 14. Please. That was a 1. No.
Well, you tried. Kane is still unfortunate. You still can't do anything. We're going to go back to the top of the round. Tinsel, you have 1 HP and you are currently faking your death. I will say it, you are prone because you're slumped over, so it's up to you how you're going to choose to do this. You're not sure if she knows it, you're faking it or not.
I'm just gonna pop up an Eldritch Blaster.
Yeah, but bitch! Boom!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back from the dead.
I'll give you advantage because you're surprising her, because I like that whole, motherfucker!
Oh, same
Was that
again.
2 10s?
2 10, so 16.
16 just misses, unfortunately.
Just-
And bitch knows you're alive.
Come on, dude, get with it.
She looks at you like, faking it, are we? Typical woman. And she looks at you. And she looks at you. And she looks at your deer. And she looks at it. And goes to slash straight at the deer's face. Obviously she moves towards it though. That's a 17 without mods, so that definitely hits. That's 2d8. That's 4. It takes max damage. Just down to the
She eats
ground.
it.
Throat slit. Bye bye, Dancer. Dancer is dead.
We are the worst people ever.
To be honest, if we thought this through a bit better, we would have made it.
I doubt that.
Prancer sees it. Angry. Brother. Clomps its hooves in. Doesn't make an attack, but it looks as though it's rearing up for something. Holly. You just
I am
sit
like,
and friend die. Had one of your closest... I mean, we all know what it's like to have a pet die.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there actually anything else I can add? There is like nothing I can add to this.
Just cute beach.
So I'm gonna.
Just fucking shoot
Give
her.
it to me.
Nope. Okay, that one hits.
Yeah, roll for damage.
It was 18.
Mm-hmm.
4 points of damage.
Cool. You hit her, and she... Ah! You. All of you. And she's breathing heavily. Kane, you can't do anything.
How do I do that?
Tinsel, you're up.
I'm actually gonna change.
It's going on for an hour.
I might rush you.
Eldritch Blast.
Boom.
It's just the
I get the feeling that didn't.
Miss.
No. Alright. So you kind of like rush past it, and unfortunately
Do you
misses.
You still have movement, don't you?
She starts to stagger forwards. She's looking pretty beaten. A bit of a black eye going on, blood trickling out of her mouth. Her own blood for once. She goes 5, 10. She comes there and she looks at all of you. She licks her claws. You see her dig it into her tongue to almost slice her tongue. How dare you! You don't know my pain. What I've been through. I'll make you see. Oh yes. I'll make sure of it. And she slashes up into the air, creating a split in the air. And a purple light emanates from it. She ducks down, grabs Kane, and she launches into the portal, taking Kane with her.
Can I make it like a no?
disappeared.
Too far away, I know.
As quick as it happens, she has disappeared, and so has Kane.
Bum, bum, bum.
Reindeer spewed out on the ground, bleeding.
I'm just gonna stumble.
Tinsel barely holding on
stumble
for
over
her life.
and start like bawling my eyes
Yeah.
out.
Fortunately, yeah. But Santa's there.
Grab Santa, grab it. Once I've kind of like bawled, I kind of remember, so then I'll go over and.
Do you not want to cut the reindeer's head off and take it back?
No!
Oh my god, I said something really bad. You're able. Give her 5-10 minutes. You're using the tools that you have. A couple of well-aimed Eldritch blasts. You are able to.
I think in the level worker, they've probably got like chisel things.
Yeah, you're able to break the shackles that are holding Santa. I mean, this one doesn't die, but you know.
Yeah.
There's still one left.
Dead now.
Are we?
And thankfully, with the reindeer being here, you can now carry Santa out with something that the two of you wouldn't have been able to do by yourselves. So he's almost alive enough to be slightly coherent and help, and you kind of slump him on there. His feet's still dangling off a little, but you're both guiding him out of the tunnel to support him.
My reindeer.
You slowly but carefully make your way back out of the cavern through the horrible tremors of the mountain pass, guiding your way delicately down the sloping hills, past the open woods and back to your sleigh. You can see Vixen there, still on the ground. She's conscious. She knows you're back, and you manage to wrestle them back up. You take them to the
other one.
the other sleigh. Unfortunately, this one's beyond damage, and you're able to get enough of the reindeer together, Santa in the back, and you're able to leave this place with Santa in the sleigh, safely and alive. Unfortunately, you lost a comrade. You lost Kane, the machine maintenance monk. Never again will you accidentally walk in on him practicing pogo with his mop. Never again will you run around with Dancer, feeding him, stroking him, combing his hair. But some solace can be taken in knowing that you saved Christmas. Happy Christmas!
Happy Christmas!
We saved it for all y'all.
Oh, look at that ugly bitch that y'all were fighting. That damn ass purple one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, if only the rolls had been better.
Yeah, no.
See, that kind of happened last year, but everybody died because they decided to fucking leave me.
If you wouldn't have taken the reindeer with you to the mountainside, the reindeer wouldn't have come in.
No.
It was all these little factors that are put into it. So you made that slight alteration, and it did make a difference. So
How many
can be
points
taken
was
in
she
that.
off of going down?
She was 10 points away.
A couple of
Just
couple
one,
of more
like,
hits.
a couple more hits.
She
literally.
started off being quite well, but then some bigger blasts got put into her, and that's what started chiseling her down. But thank you guys!
Yay!
I mean, it's a Christmas one shot.